First, we have to turn our attention back to the country's courts to remind you 20 people alleged to have instigated last year's unrest are expected in the Durban Magistrate's Court this morning. Let's head over to eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah on that for us. A number of provinces involved as far as authorities are concerned and lots of charges to get through. Dasen, morning. What do you have?
Definitely one to watch this morning, Gareth, because there's been a lot of public interest in this case ever since the July unrest last year. Lots of questions about when are police going to be making arrests. We know that in the one-year anniversary briefing, we were told that there were 19 instigators that were arrested then, and there were more than 80 people, according to the police minister, that were still persons of interest. But now we've learnt that these 20 now will be appearing in court on an incitement to commit public violence as well as an incitement to commit arson. Those are some of the charges that they'll be facing, and these arrests come after the Hawks, working very closely with the NPA, had visited several provinces to make these arrests. I want to bring in now the provincial head of the Hawks, Major General Lesetja Senona. General, thank you for joining me. So many questions to get through, but let me start with this particular one. You are calling these people that will appear here today the instigators. So is it safe to say that you believe that these are some of the architects of the July unrest?
Thank you, Dasen, and good morning to the viewers. As the Hawks, when we started with our investigations after the Constitutional Court decision to incarcerate the former head of state, a lot of people were very angry with that decision, and as a result, immediately after, he was taken into prison and the issue of the looting started. But we started with our investigations. It was a very complex and sophisticated one, and we worked closely with the NPA, and as a result, we combed over a number of people, and we eventually came to these 20 that we have arrested, that we are going to prefer the charges of incitement to commit public violence and incitement to commit arson. So these are some of the people who worked as a group or as a team in order to commit the illegal activities.
Together with those other 19 that we used to speak of?
Remember, those ones we were able to arrest them, and then you'll see that the people are before court, and we couldn't at that stage link them even now. Hence, you see the cases are placed for trial later in this month as well as in September. The other 19, I can say, they are in other provinces, but as the Hawks here in KZN, we managed to put 2 cases that are before court roll and they are ready for trial. Over and above that, we have established a multidisciplinary team which consists of the Hawks, serious corruption investigations, serious organized crime investigations, as well as serious commercial crime. We have our priority crime specialized investigations, whereby we have a section in between is digital forensic investigations. We also had some advocates that were seconded to these investigations by the DPP of KwaZulu-Natal, and then we started to compile a strategy moving forward. We are happy to say that we are having a strong case against these individuals that have been arrested, and the investigation is ongoing. As we are going on, and then we found that there are other people who have committed illegal activities in these matters. They shall be
General,
arrested.
sorry to interrupt there. I just want to come in on this. You know, there's been some criticism from the public about the pace of these investigations, and I know that you have said it's complex, but maybe to help the public understand what particularly makes it that complex, that it's a year later that we're still hearing about these arrests.
Remember, as the Hawks, when we deal with matters that have been reported to us, we don't rush and arrest. we investigate, and then in consultation with the NPA, once we are satisfied that there is a crime to be answered for, and then we will go and arrest those people and bring them before court, because we don't want to sit with a situation whereby we arrest people and then the cases are withdrawn in court or they are not placed before the court of law. Also, we shall get criticism. So it is important for us to investigate and satisfy ourselves that indeed here we have a strong case against the individuals that have been arrested.
Thank you so much for your time, General. Appreciate it. Well, we'll be heading into the courthouse shortly to see exactly who will be in the dock with those 20 people that will be appearing there. But some reassurance here from the head of the Hawks in the province saying that they do believe that they have a strong case against these 20 suspected instigators.
Dasen Thathiah for the moment, senior reporter. We'll come back to you again later as court gets underway. Those accused all arrested off the back of the unrest we saw in July last year down in KZN and also up in Gauteng. We'll go back